My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arakia Galadurthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. Welcome back to Divide and Conquer for what will be, regardless of what happens, the final episode of Gondor. I've messed you around with the Gondor campaign. I should have just ended it in the last one when I was going to end it, but then how could we know that Dol Amroth was going to attack us and yada 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 yada. So this one will now be the end. I'm not bothered with Rune. I'm not going to take on the juggernaut that is Rune. We're going to try and claim that back. We'll sit in Dol Guldur now with that army, and we won't go out from there. But what we will try and do is at least get out and attack Khand. The one thing that I wanted to actually do for the end of this campaign is just beat Khand with the new elite army that we have. Obviously, I cheated some of my armies to move them to Finabel so that we could then not have to walk for the whole way, but we still have to walk a reasonable distance. So this will be the final one of Gondor. This will be the last time you see version 1.1. This will be the last time that you see Lebanon Marines. They obviously were removed for 1.2, which many of you already have anyway, so well, all of you I would hope have, so you wouldn't have seen. But we start with the battle for Sturlatsakand. Captain Goktig is attacking on his own, and Jiggernorth, which keeps reminding me of Jiggerlag from Skyrim, or Elder Scrolls, has not joined the battle. Oh, no, of course, because cities, yeah. Normally, the person being attacked is the centre of the 8-square box. But of course, or 9-square, sorry. But of course, if a city army can't go beyond its own city borders, so... Only Goktig. Goktig brings... Oh, nothing. Oh, you're so dead. It's overview, Goktig. I do hope that you enjoyed the Battle of Middle-earth video yesterday. It absolutely sprung its head up out by pure chance, and we managed to cobble a game together, and then obviously fun ensued. I thank you to each and every one of you so far who's commented on that with tips and advice, particularly Elite Cryptic, who spoke to me the most beforehand to play Battle of Middle-earth. Thank you very much for your advice. I didn't realise Rohan were... required so much in the early stages. I kind of guessed, but so I do hope you enjoyed that. Leave feedback if you haven't seen that. Indeed, I welcome it. And there was a comment that said that you wished that people could just zoom out a bit more, and I too agree. And I seem to remember that Edine used to be able to zoom out further, but maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. I don't know. So I will look into that, but there definitely will be a couple of multiplayer Edine games going up over the coming weeks, because I'd rather do Age of Empires videos when I'm playing Age of Empires rather than just with ones I've got in the backlog. So that's a little bit about the channel in the coming weeks. Now you can't actually fire straight away, so let's run you there. Into positions. Start throwing those jabs, gentlemen. Where are they going? I don't like this. Brother of the Lance. Flank and assist. Oh, at least I went into the spearmen. That seems a perfect charge. Well done, Gondor Cavalry. Militia. Nobody in defense mode. Get the Talons in there. I really like the look of Khand now. I really, really like the flags on the back look. I think that is cool as hell. And especially taking it away from being very, very obviously Japanese and twisting it a little bit to be more sort of Eastern-y. I just think it looks cool. Oh, please tell me you got most of your javelins in before you went... Oh, bugger. They've sprung a perfect trap on our bodyguard. Oh no, they've ignored them completely. Alright then, yeah, you can go and get involved. No, I don't want you getting involved over there. Swing around, you're better against the cav. Although that's a shame. Come on, move to where I'm telling you to move to. You guys should easily hold them down. The loyal Amrothians, those who know where their loyalty lies, who their leaders are. Come on, javelins out. Good throw, man. Good throw. Get as many of these buggers down as we can. Excuse me, sorry. Here we go. I'm really looking forward to playing as Bree. I am really, really excited for it. It's weird, my favourite nations, but Bree are there. As I say, time and time again. Bree, Dorwinion and Dol Amroth are my top 3. I just really like the kind of innocence of Bree, if that's the right word. There's a simplicity to them, but there's something a little bit more to that. I don't know. I like the kind of backstory of Bree more than the faction itself, I suppose. And with the changes that we have implemented with going forward in version 2, which you will obviously be able to see in this Bree campaign, with the do you choose to remain loyal to the Dunedain, thus getting Dunedain influence, or do you ditch the Dunedain and go for mercenaries? That additional aspect just makes their campaign good fun. I'm looking forward to it a lot. And I'm mentioning that because this battle is a kind of autopilot win, so... The last cataphract goes down.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Now the Talons can move around to flank, which is what I'm also doing with our general over there. Talon Knights, they look so good. And I'm aware that Swans don't have Talons, but
if we continue
Flipper Knights doesn't really sound as good, does it? Or Webbed Knights. Oh, they're routing. So it's just the cavalry to die, and then it's ended. And they're all trying to funnel through that gap in the middle, and they're just running backwards and forwards and getting slaughtered on both sides. It's amazing how a single flanking attack can break an entire wall of battle. But remember, the learned amongst you, why has this battle been so easy? Of course, they have no general. Captains are a surefire way to basically half your military efficiency. And whenever possible, you should just not use captained armies. Always try and get a general in there. The only time where captained armies are more than viable is if you're going up against another captained army, because then you essentially negate each other's weaknesses, if that makes sense. Or not negate each other's weaknesses, but if you've got an army that's led by a captain, and you're thinking about how am I going to use this, then if you go up against another army that has a captain, you at least, their negative is also your own negative, so it nullifies itself. But never use a captained army against a generaled army. Unless you really are like overwhelmingly going to win. But otherwise it's just a recipe for disaster, it really is. Ah, the gate's shut. Why did they shut the gate on themselves?
The enemy army
it's over. 209 fell. Oh, and this is the capital of Cannes. Look how rubbish it is. Total kills, Gondor infantry. Well done, man. You see, what I'd really like to do is do a little bit more of the modding I hope to do that would be present in a Bree campaign. Well, I can't think of anything that actually would. I think all the text is there. But this week I just can't imagine I'm going to have any time to do any modding at all. Mostly because I kind of just do what I want in my free time, obviously. And at the moment I'm thoroughly enjoying this Verdun game on Steam, which until the 5th of July is only £4, which is very cheap. I've already got, apparently, going on 10 hours within the game, which gives me roughly 50 pence per hour, just over, or just under, which is a cracking payoff. I like to get £1 per hour of gameplay. So for £4 and having spent nearly 10 hours, I've already more than got double what I would hope to get. Right, what I would like is build some towers immediately around yourself.
Captain of Gondor.
Just so that we are warned of the coming of anything more than just Captain Jiggernorth. Which really sounds like a made-up name. That sounds like a fake name, doesn't it? Let's not beat around the bush.
Forward. Ready your weapons. Onward.
Now, what I might do here is just abandon the siege equipment, because it's going to add a good couple of turns. On Oibamari, which is we've got to get to Oibamari, which is up there. Of course, Ankaragmir needs to go down, but they've also got this one, I think. So we've got 3 towns to take, and we've got 3 armies going north.
Protect the blood of Numenor. Assail the enemies.
Ah, Rune have turned around and come back for us.
Maintain order. Onward.
Where am I sending that army? Oh, we can defend the Eisenmouth though. So if the Gondor gate does fall, which it probably will,
Ready your weapons. Slay them.
then that army can... Because I don't think we really need that army to go over here, do we? I mean, he's got full banner. No. So, Born of Dirt, you're going to become the Guardian of the Eisenmouth. And we've got a lot of money, so chuck even more siege in there. Don't have any archers, interestingly, because we don't have an archery range. Although, why am I building that? The campaign's going to end before that ever gets built. I'll take a port. Our realm is just littered with... I did mention it last time, but I will just cover it again another time to put your own mind to ease. Dol Amroth attacking you, the stabbing in the back thing, that has, I assure you, gone. So it may be present in 1.2, I don't dispute that. It almost certainly is, but it is present in 1.2, there's no question of it. But it's gone beyond that. Version 2 does not have that bug, that problem. It is a bug, actually, it is a bug, that's what I'm going to call it. It is a bug. Oh, the rebels! The rebel! Oh, I'm not going to fight that. Just pull away.
Retreat! We must yield!
Isn't that our faction leader as well, actually, knocking around with that army? Yes, it is. There we are, we've merged them together.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Hurin, who's the fastest of all of you guys?
Captain of Gondor.
You are. So you go straight through, please. I want you to head for Oibamari.
Onward! Let us maintain order. Ready your weapons.
You with the Trebs, you go for Krokmaher.
Awaiting
Hurin the Just. Corandash, see, they're rebel towns, we don't really need them, do we? I just really wanted to see the Trebuchet in battle. It doesn't look like it adds that much, but add that 3 times and you've saved yourself 2 turns. You know, it's that kind of aspect. Oh, we're only making 1,000. Can build roads on Gobel Tolfalas. Totally unrelated to many of you, but El Monstero, I'm not really in favour of saturating Tolfalas with resources, I'm afraid. I'm not really all that keen on that, but I'm intrigued with the idea of moving Khaldun, and this is for everyone now as well. There's a potential that Khaldun may well move up to around about here, and its port might be there. So this would then be... so basically the Umbar region would go out to the Cape and become much bigger, but then this northern section would be Khaldun. So the path to Umbar would be a bit straighter. But... no, actually, I think I'd probably move Ardamir, because I like the fact that you've got to decide after Umbar. You know, you've either got to go that way or you go that way. If they were all in a straight line, it makes the conquest of Umbar easier.
Awaiting your command.
And you should have to actually think. You should have to think to yourself, where are we going to go next? Who's next?
Onward. Let us sit awaiting your
But anyway, it'll be discussed. It'll be discussed. I appreciate that at the moment, in terms of behind the scenes with modding and whatnot, I am... I've barely done any in months now, going on months, and my replies to suggestions and things always dwindles when my modding work also dwindles, so I can only apologise for my lack of work at the moment behind the scenes. And again, I'm not sure I'll bother fighting this. This cavalry army is earmarked for death, really. Oh, it's their faction leader. Let's at least try and kill him, shall we? Steward Caruion. You are to go down in a blaze of glory.
Let them have it, man.
I want every single cavalry unit we have to target Khan Edgu and crush him. There's an artist rendition of the Fellowship struggling atop Carathras. We must take the pass of Carathras. Right, let's try and at least flank the bugger. Everybody up here on the left. If you could not form that ridiculous battalion, that'd be brilliant. Oh, why aren't you guys coming as well? Is that him? Is that him in the middle there? I think so. Here we go. Yes, there are 50 of them. That's how many he had. Now ignore those.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
No, I said ignore them. Come on. Slaughter, slaughter, slaughter. No, I want Edgu dead. He's down to 30. We're actually winning. How are we winning so easily? I don't even know who they're wasting their time on.
The upper hand in this battle.
Spearmen. They were attacking spearmen. Come on.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Yeah.
Only half the enemy force remains.
We've got units of defense. 10 nobles remain of that one. 24 of that one. I don't think we're going to do it. Steward Caruion is going to die out here in the plains of Cand. His body will be forgotten. The point of his death forgotten. An empty tomb will reside at the Rathdenen. Or upon the Rathdenen. Path of Silence. I mean, I could always just run away, actually. The dead. The pile of dead. No, withdraw all the way. Continue till you reach the edge, please.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Oh, one of I. But our generals both made it out, interestingly. And Caruion survives to fight another day. He's not a very good leader, really. But that's because I've not really done very good things with him. I have set him up for failure.
Our enemies have snatched victory from us like thieves in the night.
Yeah, we got quite a lot of them, though, didn't we? Terrible micromanagement on my part, but you can't micro everything.
Ah!
Oh, they did die. He did die. Oh, we're the strongest faction, though. Steward Bornivan the Honourable. Oh, and he's in bloody still at Sakand. I know that I technically sent him to his death, but I'm still going to mark this. Oh, although I've forgotten how to spell his name. Caru... Was it Caruon? No, it wasn't. Let's find out. Family tree, please. Where are you, sir? Steward Bornivan. Caruon. Caruon. So is that what I actually called him? Yeah, that is. So I kept calling him Caruion, which is wrong. There's an I sound in there that I'm adding out of nowhere. Oh, Anne Carrickmere. This is it. The fight for Anne Carrickmere, most likely.
Ready your weapons.
You're still going for Krukmaher. You're not too far away from Wobenmari.
Awaiting your command.
And you're not too far away from your town either. But we have a date with Rune. One battle against them. As we reclaim Boron's Watch from Captain Ethicali and a full army of gold troops. So for those of you who are watching the Rune campaign to see what the elites of Rune look like, if you've never seen them, then look away now. Because you're about to fight against them as Gondor. In one battle.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Welcome to the dank dark of Mordor. Now, when DCI Last Alliance comes out, with any luck, if they again allow us, as we will cheekily go to them as beggars with our hands before us, I'm definitely going to request their custom orc castles. Because even though this one's not too bad, I mean, it doesn't take a stretch. It's the castle that really does it, I think. The pink bricked castle stands out somewhat. So, and they've made custom castles, so I'd definitely be all over that. See, why does pressing Shift 1 then make them just totally mess up whatever formation you did have them in? King and country.
We've breached
Oh,
the
perfect.
walls.
Perfect. Oh, shite. Oh, I've just sworn. No one expected that. They've charged cavalry out against us. I did not see that coming. I just didn't think they'd think of something like that.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
I mean, they've been slaughtered.
We're through the enemy's walls, into the breach, and on to victory.
How many of those Innisrim can you get? Some. Oh, well done. Some really good shots on them. And look at those flag rim at the back there. Try and hit those, go on. Excuse me, sorry. It's annoying that you can't break certain sections of the wall down for no reason. But like, there's no good reason why that section of the wall won't go down. It's just like one of those game restrictions that have no clear purpose or reasoning. We've killed an awful lot of them though. Good work from our siege. If only they were Trebs, the damage we could have done. Go on, get some more of them. When you destroy the wall, you kill whoever's on top of it. There we are. Now they've wigged out. Alright, we charge in. We might not win this, by the way, I should just say. Our numbers are great, yes, but... Oh, there's fully upgraded Gondor militia, by the way. Territorial guardsmen. Chainmail and tabards. Gondor militia just get chainmail under theirs. The peacekeepers don't upgrade.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Have you fired all your arrows? Yes, you have. And now... we genuinely might not win. Like, there's a really, really high possibility that we're not going to win now, because we've just got militia up against some runic elites. No, those catapults are totally wigged out. Let's just get in there and assist. Numbers are what we need against these buggers.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be
Now,
ours.
one advantage we have is, of course, the Candice Raiders have already been killed, and their general is a captain, I
Only half
believe.
the enemy force remains.
Yes, the Loke Innisrim are their general, or their captain, sorry. So they will at least be leaderless shortly. Oh, and there's a church. Another reason why a custom town would work quite nicely. I mean, I don't want to try and cast Christianity into a bad light, but is there a reason why the original Third Age team made Sauron's religion Christianity? No, I am 100% joking there, for those of you that don't get that. I just always thought it was funny that Catholicism is the evil religion in the game. But then a religion has to be the evil religion, there's no... And it doesn't even need to be called Catholicism, you can change all the names, even in the files. Which we've recently done, for example, with the dwarves. They now have a unique... They're no longer Orthodox, they are now just called dwarves. And equally, the name of the Orthodox religion was changed, I believe, to Middlemen, or Wildmen, or one of the above. So, only, if I'm not mistaken, only Islam and Catholicism are religions now. Everything else has a Lord of the Rings name, even in the files. So, This Dragon's Wrath. Oh my god, Rune are really powerful. They've butchered us in the centre. I can't really send my general in because he's not going to be of any use here. Oh, we can run our catapult crews in though. Oh, they finally actually left there. It's interesting.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Is it though? I mean, is it in our favour really? Catapult crews are useless, by the way. They're a very, very weak unit.
Only half our force remains.
Let's get up this. Go on, up you go.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Just swarming the wall. Doesn't matter how good the Loknar are in when they are totally outnumbered. Forge ahead! Oh, you men are all done. Right, go that way. How are you doing over there? Getting annihilated.
Like this, we will smash the enemy.
Just kill things. How are you doing on the wall? Oh, you are slowly winning out. Good, good, good. So it's just some Scion Rim there, which is the bodyguard of Rukar in my Rune campaign. And of course the Guildsmen, who you've already seen. But you wouldn't have seen the Loknar Rim yet. Oh no, of course you will, because Margos has these as his bodyguard. So most of the Easterling army is known to us already. It's close as hell though. And I just can't see this being a victory. These Dragon's Wrath are going to merge, just storm through that side. So yes, we're going to kill the Nar Rim, that's not an issue. And by the looks of it, the cavalry have all charged in and died. Although I say we're going to kill the Loknar Rim, they're still at 42.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Let's try and get our general involved against the Dragon's Wrath. He is a very good. They are good fighters, even if they're obviously not designed to go.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Just run through and then try and do some. Try.
Today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Oh, new plan, new plan, new plan. Run to the middle. Not the way I would have chosen, but fair enough.
Our men have taken control of the castle.
Oh dear, no, they're just going to get picked off if they go there.
Our men no longer command the castle.
Not anymore though. Good show, men, good show. Now go to the middle. Alright, now everyone just needs to keep everyone busy. Yeah, just get in the way. Block their arrows, thank you. There you go. Keep them busy, keep them busy. You guys are all going over there. The enemy general has finally died. Captain Ethicali has finally died. Oh, hello. And we did kill the guildsman. Ah, yes. The skin of our teeth we are going to take. Boron's watch. This is where Denethor died. His body is currently buried deep in the basements of the castle. We hope. Who knows what Rune did with his body. Defaced and massacred, I imagine. But we're going to do it. And even if we didn't do the timer, we would still win. So thank goodness. Oh my god.
Slain and defeated on the field. Fate has been kind and delivered us victory.
That was arguably my worst victory ever. 70 peacekeeper. We are woefully outmatched with our militia against elites. We need an army of our own elites. But Gondor, for all of their for all of their huge roster, they actually have very few available elites. Like, widely available. The only unit that can be trained everywhere that you would consider an elite ground unit is the Citadel Guard, and they're spearmen. Which aren't that great against swordmen mechanics in the game, so... Oh, I must unlock these regions. That's going to be... I'm going to take up your time by pausing and writing that down, because otherwise I'm going to forget it. Unlock. Oh, my pencil I think is broken. No, we're alright. Unlock Mordor castles. Because there's no reason that someone who can build castles can't upgrade these castles. Now, I might have already unlocked them. This may be an unnecessary writing down, but I've done it anyway. I've done it nevertheless. Nevertheless. Right, so we've taken Caerwell's Folly.
Maintain order.
So I believe we're at an end turn, are we not?
Captain of Gondor, awaiting your
Yes, we're likely to fight a large battle and Carragmere. I can't imagine they're just going to sit back and let us take that. Surely not.
We bring word for
Oh, yeah, go on then.
We Very well. What else do you have to suggest?
Jolly good. Got some map info with the Woodland Realm.
An honour and a pleasure. Farewell.
Boron's Watch is immediately going to fall. There's just no hope for that. The garrison there.
Show yourself.
No hope. Oh, my word as well. Rune, what the... I don't want to fight against Rune because we're playing Rune in our other campaign. Ah, but thankfully they've only called those into battle, so... Nice auto-resolve victory takes it there.
Our realm is expanded.
Oh, with Rohan getting involved. Why are Rune doing so well? They're now being attacked on 3 different sides. This may well then be the final battle of the Gondor campaign. The battle at An Carragmere. Or do we... Because that's an easy win, isn't it? That's just going to be so dull. Do we fight that and push on with the other troops? Yeah, let's do that.
Gondor is victorious.
Oh, so there's grass mowing, isn't there? That might be being picked up. Sorry. Shut the window. Kill them all. Right. I auto-resolved that one so that we can actually do a real fight somewhere. Because that would have just been a joke of a fight.
Quell this evil. We have vanquished the enemy.
Always save it.
Assail the enemies of Gondor.
Excuse me, sorry. Don't save it because you want to reload if you lose. Save it because the game is old. Also, to those of you, I hope this reaches some of you, who may be wanting to play DaC and the game crashes frequently and you've done every step that I've put in a video and that people on Total War Center have suggested and it still isn't running as flawlessly as you'd want it to, then get large address aware. I'm not allowed to say that on Total War Center, but I can say it here. Get large address aware. Honestly, it will solve almost all your problems. There will be some people who just will not be able to play DaC very well. Quirks with their computer, things they might have done to it in the past, all sorts of unknowns. But for everyone else, you can play it. But often, large address aware will solve the problem. And this isn't just like we think large address aware will solve your problem. We have numerous documented accounts of people who had crashes every turn, or every sort of 3 turns. They got large address aware, and then they didn't have crashes for 50 plus turns. Now, honestly, it will solve your problems. Ah, there are 2 generals. Which one is Edgu? Is he running away? No, he can't run away. He's already run away once. Well, there's no point just charging him with cavalry, so... We've also got 2 units of pikes we can use. Charge the pike line up, get the archers up. I didn't really want this video to be an hour long because I've kind of saturated the Gondor campaign of late with very long videos. And I prefer the videos at 30 minutes. But we're already at 35, I know that much. But we'll see. I just want to... Really, all I want is to use the trebuchet. I love the trebuchet. I want to use the bloody thing again. Those Wind Riders are so nippy.
Much in our favor. Victory
So
will be
nippy.
ours.
Go on, kill them. Pikemen are involved over there. Those nobles will fall very quickly. Get the Osgiliath out. An interesting tidbit for you as well. The Fountain Guard have been slightly respec'd and are now... They already are pikemen, but they've been made a little bit more pikeman-y-ish. And the Osgiliath Guard probably have a name change, but they are going to be retooled into very elite halberds. So you'll have an elite pike and an elite kind of... They'll be sort of anti-armory-ish. Although they've massacred our Arthilian rangers, haven't they? But then hopefully this one was Edgu. We'll find out in a minute when our pikes just massacre him. Oh, they're charging! Idiots. Idiots. Osgiliath, pikes down. Look at the slow march. Methodical. Oh, this is so old that Can still have this bodyguard unit. That's how far back we are. Didn't even need to use our cav. That was all I was going to do, just charge cav in.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Come on. That must be Edgu, given how long he's surviving. Against pikes as well. I mean, he should be dead. He should have been dead ages ago.
A worthy enemy, but no less dead for that.
Oh no. Khan Edgu was the other one.
Advantage.
Oh well, it's over. There's some step archers over there.
The enemy army flees. This is a clear victory.
No need to check who the ultimate killer was. Who the overall killer, not ultimate. Ultimate killer. Can't believe we didn't kill his second in command, but we did kill him. You also imagine? Could you imagine if that was their last faction? No, 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 no.
Never shall they return.
No, 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 yeah. No, they survived. They survived. Right. Oh, good lord. Look what happens when you take Angaragmir. The whole map just joins you.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Right, you guys go for Corondage. Amroon's about to fall.
Captain of Gondor.
No, even if it's a bloody hour, I'm going to see it out. We're going to kill Khand. By my reckoning, they have 2 regions left. One is over here. No, they don't even have Far Pezastan. They've literally just got Oibamari and the Gap of Khand, which was also removed in version 1. In version 2. So, General Pilimor, you might as well go further north. You're about 5 turns away. If you're in the just, then respec. You're going to go over there.
Captain of Gondor. There will be much honor in
He's got an army.
Awaiting your command.
I think we can end the turn.
Captain of Gondor.
Boron's Watch will fall. I will auto-resolve that battle. We are... Oh, Donamroth have pulled troops out of the Gondor Gate. Also, when we're attacked there, I'm not going to fight that. I will auto-resolve any battle against Rune. This is now just a push for the end. But Rune really should be hammered. Dale have no one to attack but Rune. Dwarves have no one to attack but Rune. I now border Rune, which means they've got to deal with us on this side as well. Their forces are split all over the place. Oh, but then I suppose they are such a powerhouse in economy, aren't they? Clear defeat. Our army. Battered, bruised, and destroyed. Oh, the Rohirrim were attacked and we got involved. Let's see. So, we retook Dor Norhak only to immediately lose it. This is why we did not want to get in battle with Rune. 63 men, did you see that? Oh, wow.
Our realm is expanded.
The Woodland Realm should really be going for Rune as well, to be honest. Although I'm richer than Rune, that's interesting. Dervarin's died. Still no news of whether... Oh, we're making an outrageous amount of money now.
Protect the blood of Numenor. Slay them.
Move up. The Amrune army. Merge and leave behind your lowest. You and you. You don't have any siege equipment either, actually. So
onward.
Move along. So if you go for Krak Mahur, actually. So you with the Trebs. You're just so far away. You are so far away.
Onward. Let us protect the blood of Numenor. Marchmen!
2 towns remain. 2 little towns remain. In fact, we can send out some scouts to find out where they are. Oh, there's one.
We can go no further today.
Oh, well, we could probably attack that with this army.
Slay them, my lord.
Yeah, we certainly can. It's got nothing in it.
Continuing later.
Which will leave General Pillimore. Captain General Pillimore. What are we on? 44 regions, even though we are losing them out to Rune. Oh, they're going to take Ganediad, aren't they? I can feel it in my bones. Although we've got Siege in Tharband. It's not really needed. Try and get that to Ganediad.
As you wish.
Somebody in the Rune episode, I mentioned I wasn't going to move units around for fear of bribery. And someone quite accurately mentioned that, of course, bribery is no longer in version 2. There is no bribery whatsoever, but units can still desert you. But that is a fix very much with by giving every faction leader a huge authority, hidden authority boost. So actually, I was fearing nothing, if for want of a better word. Well done, Abatarik. You've taken Dor Norhak without a fight. We should probably gift Dol Guldur to the Woodland Realm and get Angbor back. But then, no, I really don't want to fight against Rune because... And I'm sure you guys don't really want to see us fight against Rune because we're playing as Rune in another campaign. That's just a lot of their... Oh, is that the end? Yeah. Dorwinian have died. Dorwinian have died. Although Brethil can be upgraded. I mean, Rune would never beat us, let's be honest. If they pushed us back to, say, our heartlands, we'd mobilise, we'd press, we'd get them. If Dol Amroth don't bloody cheat on us again. Cheat on us? That doesn't make sense, does it?
The enemies of Gondor! Let us claim this field.
My lord. Approaching.
Ready your weapons. Maintain order.
Our armies are moving.
Forward.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
We're only a few turns away now. Oh, though, look, can. Jiggernorth.
After you, your title will mean nothing. Quell this evil.
Will Jiggernorth make it there before we can besiege Amukan? Oh, and there's their faction leader. Yes, he will.
What I will cut. Maintain order.
It doesn't matter.
Let us set up camp here.
So, who else is doing what?
Your command. Forward.
See, as another thing that I've just suddenly thought, if this campaign were to continue, and we were fighting against Rune, then I've got 4 armies here that are barely going to be depleted in our attacks on Khand, that would then just hit Rune right in their heartlands. They would really hit Rune where it hurts, so it's a risky game for them, really, for the Easterlings. But I think we can end the turn again. Oh, haven't I got someone here moving across? Yeah, it's Denenium. Forgot about you. Although you can't really go anywhere, but...
Marchmen.
Tick, tick, tock, little April showers. 2 regions, come on! Come on! I just want them to die. Is that too much to ask? For suffering the only humiliating defeat of the whole campaign, I feel Khand deserve to die. I mean, is that too much to ask? Although Yiltig has a death wish, and he's just come for us on his own. Now, if I remember rightly, Khand has a normal family tree, so there's a chance that every single one of these generals could become the leader. But you'd think, you see, you'd think that the Teutonic tree is actually harder to kill via regicide, because the Teutonic tree, theoretically, every single general, regardless of whether they're related to your faction leader or not, every general is eligible to be your leader. So technically, they should be harder to kill via regicide. But in actuality, they're much easier to kill via regicide than anyone else, because the way the game handles that eligibility. So rather than basically just saying, right, the faction heir is dead, who's the next best person?
Smash the enemy.
Or, no, so rather than saying, oh, the faction heir is dead, who's the next best person? Well, the first thing that it does is it often circumvents the heir. So you'll have your faction leader and you'll have your faction heir. And let's say, for example, your leader dies. Well, rather than promoting your current heir to the role of leader, it will promote a random general to the role of leader. which leaves your heir perpetually as an heir and never leading you, which is an
They
odd
have
one.
lost half their men.
But the real problem is that the game can't handle both of them dying at the same time, and I don't know why, because it's a basic thing. But if your heir and your leader die in the same battle, and you have a Teutonic family tree, normally, if I'm not mistaken, and from what I've seen so far, that means your faction will be killed off. Whereas what should happen is you should just then get a new faction leader and faction heir from the pool of generals you have. But it doesn't tend to work that way, so... Teutonic trees, whilst working really thematically, in a lot of cases they work really well. In practicality, that's not the word I mean, in reality, when applied, it doesn't work very well at all. Sorry, this has been a whistle-stop tour, but of times 6 without me even zooming in on the battle. Oh, the moon's looking kind of like an orb in the sky, because the clouds are different colour to the cloud around it. Which I suppose it should be, but the big giveaway is that the cloud around it is moving and the cloud on the moon is not moving. So anyway, we're time to speed that up. We're just killing Yiltig. He's not even a... We don't even know him. I mean, I don't think he's fought against us before. He's been lumped with the leadership. I'm surprised their last stand hasn't kicked in yet. Or maybe it has and we just haven't fought it yet. But I imagine Bornevan, who's our current leader, I think he might die before one of our supporting armies can get out here. Oh, come on, guy. Just die. Come on, Yiltig.
Our men have sleep
He's down.
awed by the
It's
victory
over.
we have won here today.
Oh, see, that's cool, isn't it? That forest looks like a kind of forest you really want to visit. It just looks gentle. It looks pleasant. Peaceful. Even with the trolls, the way that the sun leaves, the shadows of leaves are always something that I've always liked.
Yes, you know. Remember this day. We have gained a territory.
Oh dear, I am sorry. Someone else has become the leader of Cand
Maintain order.
as they go down to what is now their final region. And Captain General Pillamore is only a few turns away. But we keep moving everyone up anyway, just because you never know.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Quell this evil. Let us claim this. Ready
You
your
there,
weapons.
Daninian. I appear to have totally missed out
March,
Hazarsan.
Let us set up camp here.
Have I not got a scout around here somewhere? Yeah, you there, Brannon. Go and make sure that Cand haven't taken that. I think that's everyone moving. Yeah, I think we could just end turn straight away, to be honest. We were just waiting on Pillamore to get up there and finish Cand off. We never got to see the Trebuchet army. Should have cheated them a bit further forward, shouldn't I? But this has been a more fitting end to Gondor. Look at how, even with Rune pestering our northern and eastern borders, we are swamping the south. Methodically reclaiming Gondorian lands. Although Gondor never really had full sway of Harad.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
They
Onward. Maintain order. Forward. March.
They did have Horondor. So Horondor used to be a full-on Gondor province. It means southern Gondor. That is its actual name. That's the meaning of it. But beyond that, aside from the area around Umbar, they've never fully owned Harad. Harad may have been subjects of Gondor at a time, but they've never fully controlled by them.
Ready your weapons. March, men.
It looks very much to me like Cand are going to just throw everyone back to their last town. And the last town, the army we're sending to the last town, doesn't even have siege.
Awaiting your command.
I just want that bloody Trebuchet involved. Is that too much to bloody ask?
Your weapons.
What I might do is when Pillamore arrives, I might swap the armies around so that we get to use the Treb. Another internal D. Not bothered about what Rune do now. I'd be interested to see what our faction tally will be when we arrive at the end, though. I think we're on about 40, I'd say 5. I think we've only gained 1 extra province. Although we're really up against it now. The race is on. They've arrived at the core, the hub of Gondorian defense. The Anduin. Just for my own sanity, I'm just going to throw everything you can train into the lines. There we are. Oh, you can be retrained as well.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
And we're there.
Forward!
Oiba Mari.
Assail the enemies of Gondor!
Awaiting your command.
Onward! Ready your weapons. Forward!
Where we find Khan Jiggernorth. Yes! Now we have someone who we can kill and it means something. Because Khan Jiggernorth has plagued us. He's... Oh, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? When someone follows you every step. I can't think of what I mean. What are we on then? Let's have a look. 43. No, Rune are smashing us out. Come on, Dolamroth, pull some weight. Another end turn. It's good to see how quickly the end turns go even at this late stage, though, isn't it? That's nice. I think there's no way around this episode being longer than an hour, because when I besiege the capital and remaining city of Khand, the town of Oibamari, the Variags will attack me. Oh, Jiggernorth, you pulled your army out. Madness.
Slay them!
I'm still going to
Let
attack
us
it.
claim this field.
You're going to have to attack me. Oh, Brethil upgraded. Why am I doing that? None of this matters.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Even if our army dies. Oh, excuse me, sorry. We have 2 banner armies moving up in support.
Awaiting your command.
And the deserts are slowly falling to us. Oh, Khand. Oh, Khand, oh, Khand, oh, Khand, oh, Khand, oh, Khand. End the turn. Right, so this should be it. The final battle. The fall of Khand. The supremacy of Gondor. And the beginnings of a humble nation. But first we have to win it. I imagine they'll attack. Nope. Oh, Khand. Cowards. The Orcs of the Misty Mountains have been destroyed. Ah, the end turn screen's going to be interesting. Because, I mean, even how many turns ago was it that we checked the screens and... Oh, one thing I must do before we go. One thing I absolutely must do. I'm going to change these names because it's easier. Show you what Osgiliath looks like. Although, there's a caveat to this. Because Osgiliaths have been remade by the Elite Dwarf. And they no longer look like what they're about to look like. But they do look cool. Oh, I've spelled process wrong. They look good when they're fully together. Yes! For Gondor! For Gondor! See, they look sweet! Although, they now, as I say, look totally different. You'll see in the Bree campaign, because I believe... Yeah, because I'm going to make it as up-to-date as possible, so you'll have the Tharbads. But we can't upgrade Tharbad as Bree. I hope the Dunedain can. But it's since been changed, and the Dome of the Stars is now a unique resource in the middle of the river on its own, which was present from the start of the game. And then the Osgiliaths come much further into the water, and they're better texture. They fit with the textures that Elite Dwarf has used for the rest of Gondor's towns. They just look better. So that is what Osgiliaths look like, and then when they get to that point, they just become the biggest cities in the game. Equally, you'll never get to see them in battle, I'm afraid, but I can finally train the Yethil Guardians. I definitely need to make sure that they are available sooner, because it just takes so long to get them that you barely even use them. So I've written that down in my book as well. As we now fight what will be the final battle, Khand are bringing a lot to the table.
Slay them!
Warlord Mukhalku is coming, and he is the faction heir. He's in the city itself. Kamak is bringing a horde, literally an army, a full army of Khandish trash / low to middle tier. And to round it out, to really kill Khand in one ultimate battle, our faction heir, who looks very noble, it has to be said, is going to take down Khan Jiggernorth, who also just has trash. There are a couple of units of Brotherhood of the Lance, so we don't have to watch out for that. Kamak, nope, absolutely nothing. And Mukhalku is trapped in the castle. So this is going to be an interesting battle. It's probably going to take a while, so this episode will be lengthy, and I apologise. Watch it in 2 parts. Don't watch it all in one go. It might. It might not. It might. No, it shouldn't be. It should be alright. I mean, it's way beyond what the game's engine likes. If you play a custom battle and you go above 4,000 units, the game warns you that you are exceeding its limitations, and the game may be slow. Now, if we had siege equipment, that would be obviously better. What we're going to try and do is rush the town, kill the defenders, and then defend the castle from the onslaught that's going to come. I think that's a good plan. So what we'll do is we'll make sure we're going to focus here. So there is a chance that we'll lose this, despite how good our units are. But we want infantry on the towers, not spearmen. All of our generals here are cavalry, which doesn't help us. We've got a good amount of archers, though. Although, what we don't really want, actually... Oh, apparently is fire arrows. Oh, I've put stakes down. No, don't do that. They're going to need to all be turned off with fire arrows as well. Tower guard, you're going through the middle. Now, archers, actually, I'd like to save the archers for when we're in the city. To shoot out at the defenders. Same with you. So, don't fire at will. Right, tower guard, straight down the middle. You guys, that left-hand side. You guys, that right-hand side. Is this this only has one gate, surely? Oh, no, it's gate in the back. Oh, that's unfortunate. So if we take this front gate, they've got to come in the back gate, which gives us at least some direction. Spearmen stand ready. I haven't moved every tower up, have I? Where should we go with this tower? We're going 1, 2, and I suppose 3, so you go there. Everyone else, I think, will actually probably go through the middle. It's way easier to get through the gate than it is to climb the towers. But we'll have some behind them just in case. Everyone's in position.
The enemy have brought up more.
And the enemy is coming directly from behind, right. In we go. Dun, 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 dun. Just giving you some filler whilst I line everyone up. And archers move slightly further forward. Oh, shift 1. There we are. It begins. Men of Gondor. Now, this is a battle we're not going to be able to have at times 6 as well, I should probably say. Alright, so coming in on the right-hand side is Kamak with the army of trash, I think. No, of course, no, that's Jiggernorth. Coming in from behind is the trash army. Jiggernorth is going to try and come through the front gate. No two ways about it. Oh, I should have put my units. I could have got some stakes there. Look, he's already moving for the front gate. With the archers around in case we need them. Whereas Kamak is going to come obviously in the back gate. Right, our siege has arrived. None of the towers. Oh, fingers crossed.
The battering ram is in place. It'll not be
Towers
long before our
turning,
enemy's
come on.
defenses fall.
No, we're going to have to plan for it.
Our siege towers are at the walls. Our enemy have nowhere to hide now.
Move into positions. Come on. No, the Wind Riders have arrived. Bloody stupidly fast those things are. Perfect. Our infantry are shutting down the archers on the walls.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
The gate will soon fall and the tower guard will go through.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
We are going to have a fight out here on the plains. We're going to have to divvy up our forces. Come on. Oh, I forgot to turn the ones that place stakes off fire arrows. I knew I'd do that. I just knew I would forget that. Well done, men. Well done. Pikemen, in you go. Pike wall and do it. Come on, men on the walls. I think they'll probably try and move a bit faster if I tell them to actually go through rather than just... Yeah, there we are. Oh, no, they've just abandoned the tower and gone through the gate. Are you under attack? If you could move to the positions I told you to move to.
The enemy's walls.
Get them out down over there. Get the cav in the back. Archers, once you're in your positions, you can continue firing. Our wall is ready, but they're just skirting round. Attack me, you cowards! Yes! Perfect shield wall formation, you beautiful buggers. Brother of the Lance not so strong now, are they? They're really trying to get my general. They really want him dead. But we're winning in the middle, but Kamak has arrived. And he hasn't gone through the gate. He's coming around the outsides as well. Oh, and they're coming on that side. We are. It's really going to test us. But this is what we wanted. The battle against Khand. A chance to prove our might. It's just going to take this video to a very lengthy. But rather than pause it and save it and load it up again, I would just go with one big video. And you can just pause it and rewatch it at your leisure. They are so afraid to attack us, though. They are really just hanging on. But at least our archers, hopefully, are targeting... No. No. Stop wasting arrows. Who can we use? None of them, really. If only we could dismount our general. How are the Fountain Guard doing? Ah, pushing through like bosses. What we are probably going to have to do, actually, I've just suddenly thought... we are going to have to hold the enemy out here, and our interior force is going to have to make a break for that square. Stop wasting arrows on shooting people on the walls and shoot the enemy that's attacking us. Our generals, can I spare you to go and... Who is actually coming around this side? Marauders, not a problem. And Nomad Cav. We should be alright, we should be alright. Oh, apart from those marauders that are flanking us right there. What happened to their general? Brother Lance 22.
They have lost half their men.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Come on, men. It's so evenly matched. And there's just nothing. That's just a stalemate on the wall up there. But remember, Osgiliath veterans are very good warriors. When they finish firing their arrows, they're up there. They're on par with Gondor infantry. In fact, we can show you right now. Osgiliath veterans, melee attack is 8, defense is 22. Gondor infantry, melee attack is 9, defense is 21. So the veterans are just as good as our mainline infantry when they've finished. So we can take them out of the line. Osgiliath, Ithilien Rangers are an interesting one. They do actually have quite a good attack, but they've got a terrible defense. So you really want to use them sparingly, only normally in flanking or those kind of attacks. Look at this. We're literally shielding our forces. Just hold the enemy back while we break for the square. Everything rests on our Fountain Guard. But the Fountain Guard are arguably Gondor's finest unit. His Gileath pikemen, of course, are also very good, and the enemy has stupidly charged its cataphracts into them. But we need to hold. Those Lebanon men are out there on their own. You guys fire at will again. Right, our cavalry won on the first engagement against that small pack of marauders. But we've got a whole battalion of infantry tied up on the wall doing nothing. Those pikemen should drop those Fountain Guard. They are Fountain Guard. Those pikemen should drop those Variags. I probably should have paused the video, shouldn't I? When we were about to fight this battle. Ended the first one there and then done one more video that would have gone up some point in the week. I really don't like hour-and-a-half long videos, and that's probably where this is going to be. Although it very much depends. Once these nobles are down, we can break for the square. Have you finished with your arrows? Oh, yes, you have. Go and... No, no, no. Hold on. Yes, yes, yes. Go and get in that line. Where's our general? Out over there. Why did I move him out over there? Keep him near the archers. Keep him with support. Have you also finished? Yes, you have. You can also move up. No, don't tell them to attack something. Tell them to just charge at a thing into a location. Fill those... Plug those gaps, men. Plug those gaps. We're finally making good headway. Oh no, I just thought of exactly the thing for these generals. In you go. In you go. Archers, new plan. The one who kills the ogre. Someone else can't fire. You're done. You guys stop and stop. You guys are over there. Pull down. Right. Just literally use your bodies as a block. Come on, generals. Just press through, just press through. The archer's pulling back. Feel free to fire at will once you're there. Turn of face. An enemy general's gone. Warlord Mukalu. He's the guy in the town. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Look, they're realizing what's happening. Oh no, they're just routing.
Our men have taken control of the castle.
Defenders, pikemen, turn, face, make sure nothing gets through that gate. Defenders with you. There's some nomad warriors coming that need to be stopped. Archers, just block. Men of Gondor, it comes down to this. The Gileath veterans are out there on their own. No! Turn and face! He's going to get a shot off. No, he's not. He gets hammered now. They're never going to make it to the middle now. We've got them. Fountain Guard, well done. I'd be really interested to see who genuinely did get the most kills in this battle. Our outside line has kept Kamak, and the AI, though, is just so dumb. If Kamak had just gone through that gate, got himself inside the city, we probably would have lost. In all honesty, I think we would have lost. We've lost more than them so far. But we've managed to do exactly as we planned. We've taken the castle and held the enemy outside. So this isn't actually going to be that much longer, is it? 2 minutes and 53 seconds for now. And once they break through our archer line, or our archer screen is probably a better word, then our pikemen stand ready. Let's make them symmetrical to the gate, though, because I'm all about that. And this is what I mean about how bugged walls are. These guys have been going at it for the whole battle. And from what I can see, their numbers have remained identical. They're losing like one every kind of minute. It just takes so long to kill people on walls. It's so broken. Although, actually, the cavalry can't follow you up that siege equipment, and you'll drop right into the heart of the Variag warriors. It's also very interesting. Obviously, it's a feature of the AI. Really, it's an aspect of the AI that it's obvious what I was trying to do. I screened the gate. I've now screened the gate in 2 ways. I've put units behind the gate. It's so obvious to a human player what I'm trying to do. And were I up against a human, they would know. They would get this immediately.
Our siege towers have reached the walls. Now the butcher's work begins.
But of course, the AI can't really anticipate that. And it's unfair to assume that they would be able to, I suppose. You're asking the AI to really think. They can't do that. They've got a preset level of instructions, and they just follow that. Because, of course, if they were to just disengage with this whole force, flank around while they've got me occupied, and smash into the gate here, they might make it when they saw what I was doing. But because they've taken way too long, there's no way they're going to get that. And our generals, who have had a really easy time,
Men of Gondor, attack!
even though they're currently... I didn't realise they were being taunted so by these... Oh, by these arrow fodder, really. That tower is shooting at our cavalry.
Attack!
Look at the Candish flag. Simple red flag, a galloping horse, and an arrow in the back. Ah, it did work as intended. The Osgiliath veterans just flattened the Variag warriors, and the wall is ours. And we get even more men. With 20 seconds left, our Fountain Guard aren't even fighting, I think is our next thing. 5 seconds. Look at the Osgiliath Guard, literally surrounded, holding out an island of strength, and we take the day.
It could have been we that were slain and defeated on the field, but fate has been kind and delivered us victory.
Warlord Mukhalku and Khan Jiggernorth cannot hold back. Captain General P something. And we take the day. Khand are defeated. The Gondor campaign rounds out actually well and nicely. And the total kills go to Gondor infantry. We've got 193. Could not tell you which one that was. One of them. Close second, third and fourth though. Very close indeed. 189 the Gondor infantry. 188 Gondor infantry. 188 Guards of Osgiliath. The Fountain Guard only got 141. So, the Gondor infantry, the men on the walls, they were all on the walls, the infantry, they got the most kills. And that music could never be more relevant. I'm so pleased. That is all I wanted. A proper climactic battle that had weight and means something with the death of this force.
Gondor is victorious.
Khand are
Our realm
no
is expanded.
more. With their last major city fallen, the various tribes that make up the Variags of Khand disband. They become nothing but rebels.
Corpse will be thrown to the dogs.
They will soon return to their homes.
Thrown to the dogs.
And no longer being the Khan, Jiggernorth descends. He is now merely a general. So the campaign concludes with 44 regions for Gondor. Good lord, look at Rune. Just look at Rune. We would have had 45, 6, 7 more, 8 and 9 if we reclaimed them, and 10 if we'd reclaimed that. So if Rune had just left us alone, we would have had 50. Dol Amroth becoming quite the coastal nation, taking bits and bobs. So, Rune clearly the next best nation after myself, and it would have been a real clash of the titans. See, so the game, it's interesting, because that does mean then, if you were playing this campaign, there would then be another enemy that would be a challenge after you'd taken down the tribes and Mordor. So, that's cool. I'm pleased with that. Rohan have done very well, but they now no longer border anyone. So, they have just stopped. Dunland, of course, were killed. Orcs of the Misty Mountains were finished off primarily by the Dwarves and the Dunedain. It's interesting. So Eriador is totally safe. I'm surprised no one did turn on Ennard Wythe, though. Rohan, I was sure, I was adamant Rohan were going to attack Ennard Wythe. I really was. Having none of it. Dol Guldur down to Dorlingvar and Burst Southis. Nothing more. They are soon to be defeated. Ah, see, so Rune really would have lost. If we were to continue on, and I now totally turned on Rune, their days would just... They would die so quickly. Because me attacking them in the south and attacking their heartland, because like, I'm literally 2 towns away from their capital city already, they would have to pull people back. Which would mean Dale would start gaining real momentum, and the dwarves would, because the dwarves, of course, now have no enemies elsewhere. Their whole military might is on Rune. Whereas before, they were at least still dabbling with the Misty Mountains. So Rune would never going to survive. This has been a total victory for the Free Peoples. And that tends to be how it is. If you play as a Free Peoples nation, the Free Peoples win. And if you play as a Bad Peoples nation, then the Bad Peoples win. Subjugated peoples. But Rune would put up a fight. I mean, make no mistake, they are so wealthy. They are so wealthy. And they've held the Dwarves and Dale for all this time. I mean, they've managed to finish off Dorwinion as well at Othelbed. Dol Guldur would very soon fall with 2 provinces. But in continuing on with that, if the Woodland Realm at the moment aren't really going fully against Rune, but with the fall of Dor Norhak, with Burst Southis and Dor Lingvar, the Woodland Realm would also get involved, I think. So Rune would be under such a cosh. 5 potential enemies if Rohan mustered. But, I mean, as well, I mean, if Dol Amroth actually wanted to do something. They have movement rights through my land, but the Gondor Gate's just too far away. I think the Gondor Gate's been a fitting name as well. It's commemorating the entire nation rather than an act. Rather than people such as Barad-i Nanen or Barad and Genediad. Those were both representing key moments or people, which most of our names do. Derafintha, which we've obviously subsequently lost. Everywhere's named after someone. City of the Fountain after the outrageous defence of the Minas Tirith with the Fountain Guard. So this campaign has had it all. It's been a very good fun, and I would submit that probably overall victory, if we were to go in for the conditions, would probably take another 10 to 15 turns reclaiming those lands. I mean, all of these towns are under siege, with Krukboy Adler soon to be. He's 2 turns away. So it wouldn't be long before we were on 47, and then we would just need to muster our armies north, take the other 3. So a fitting end. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. Thank you for sticking with the series of the ups and downs, my various faux pas, bad performances, my generally slow gameplay. But I hope you've learned something. I hope it's been entertaining. And I'm pleased that we've seen a campaign through to basically the actual end. Although we still haven't literally arrived at the victory conditions. But it's nice to have arrived at a point where we have pretty much got them. So if you have any questions, comments or feedback, pop them in the comments section below. Of course, you can, I suppose this is a prime opportunity to just to say if you've only been watching the Gondor campaign and it's come to a conclusion, then do stay tuned for the upcoming Bree campaign. Of course, the Runic campaign is already underway, and these will both be in version 2. Because remember, I am the leader of this mod. I have access to it, so that's relatively obvious. But additionally, there's the ongoing lore series if you want to learn a little bit more about Lord of the Rings in the background. From a somewhat amateur, or amateur's the right word, I think, lore enthusiast. By no means an expert or a pro. And there's the odd place where I've aired. But on the whole, it's very entertaining, I think. And so do many people. They're my most popular videos by far and away. Of course, if you want to learn a little bit more about the factions of Divide and Conquer, then there's a faction overview series as well, and there are various other games played on the channel. Normally each day a week is given over to something totally unrelated to Divide and Conquer. So until we speak, dear friends, Navarna den Pedimad Melonin, farewell for Gondor!